Hi, this is Cams on the Isle of Arran with another guitar lesson for you. Today we're going to be learning the Johnny Cash version of the wonderful Trent Reznor song Hurt. You'll find this on Johnny Cash's American Recordings number 4, and the original recording you'll find on The Downward Spiral by 9 Inch Nails. So, as you'll see, I'm playing with the capo on the 3rd fret, which is purely for my voice, just because it suits my vocal range. And so this is the key that I tend to sing it in. We're going to be playing A minor shapes, but because we are on the 3rd fret, we are going to be actually playing C minor. So if you want to accompany this on piano or any other instrument, it's going to be in C minor. But I will be referring to the chord names as the shapes are based on what they would be in open position. So, let's get into the verse. The verse is very simple. In fact, the whole song is very simple. It comes from the picking pattern. That's what makes it interesting. And there are some variations on the chords, which I will explain when we get there. So, we're starting with an A minor shape, and I'm finger picking this. I'm not using a plectrum. And I'm playing the bass note of the A minor. So I'm actually missing the 4th string. So it's, when we refer to the numbers of the strings, we start from the 1st string is the thinnest and the 6th is the thickest. So starting from the 5th, which is our root note, missing the 4th, and then plucking the 3rd finger with the index finger. And then I'm using the ring finger and the middle finger to pluck the 1st and 2nd strings at the same time, in unison. So we have this. One more time. And then from there we're moving to a C-shaped chord, so the index finger can stay down on the fingerboard. And we do exactly the same pattern. And then we're moving quickly to a D suspended 2nd chord, D sus2. So it's your regular D-shaped chord, which normally you would play with fingers 1, 2 and 3, so that little triangle there. So a D suspended 2 is when you lift off and have an open 1st string. So we have this chord. But the way I'm fingering this is, rather than using fingers 1 and 4, 1 and 3, I'm using fingers 3 and 4. And that's simply because it means I'm not having to move position. And then when we go back to the A minor, to close that phrase, repeating the same phrase again. So the full thing, from the A minor, 2, 3, C, D sus2, back to A minor, 2, 3. And when I'm picking the D sus2, it's the same picking pattern, only this time I'm plucking with the thumb on the 4th string. So it's thumb, index, and then middle and ring finger on strings 1 and 2. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. And that's it. That's the verse all the way through. Never changes. You can play with the dynamics a little bit. Go in with the volume, bring the volume in, take it out, make it fun and interesting to play for you. That's all there is to it. When we get to the chorus, we're playing simple chords again, but with some variations. So I tend to play a 4-finger G chord, which is like that. So we're playing 3, 2, which is the way most people play a G chord. Then the ring finger is going to play the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and the pinky is going to play the 3rd fret of the 1st string. So if you go back and forth lifting off the ring, placing the ring down, you can hear how the G chord changes. Now it is still a full G major chord. It's just a variation, a different way to play a G major. Now the advantage of this is that when we get to the next chord, which is, it's a variation of an A minor chord, we're keeping down the ring finger and the pinky on fret 3 of strings 1 and 2. And we're going into a strum rather than a finger picked pattern here. So that's our G. What have I become? And then we're going to play an F chord, but again we want to keep the pinky on that 3rd fret of the 1st string. So it's a short F chord, so 1, 1, 2, 3. So that's your short F without the pinky down. Place the pinky down, and we get that nice note that rings all the way through the chorus. Now because we're playing the pinky on that fret, the 3rd fret of the 1st string, we don't actually need to bar to do the short bar. So if you struggle with an F chord, this will actually be easier. You're simply playing the 1st fret of the 2nd string, the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and the 3rd fret of the 4th string. And then we place the pinky down on the 1st string. But I tend to bar it, just play a normal F chord because that's what I'm used to. So if you can already play an F major chord, that's the way to go. So then we're going to go to a C from the F. So it's a regular C major, but again keeping that pinky down. And then to the G. Okay, so what have I become? My sweetest friend. Then it repeats, everyone I know goes away in the end. Then there's a slight variation, and you could have it all. This is the same, but now we're going to miss the C. So we're missing the C, going straight to the G. And then the same again. And that's my favourite moment in the whole song. So I'm finishing the chorus with a single strum of the G to prepare for that coming back in, because we're going from the strum pattern back to the finger pick pattern, and I just feel like it's a moment. It's a real nice moment in the song. And as I'm doing that, I'm actually counting in my head. This is a song where I do tap my foot. Tap, tap. 3, 4. Let's go to the chorus. How nice that ringing G is on the 1st string. that's the whole song. The chorus, the second chorus repeats a bit longer because there's an extra couplet, four lines. And if you listen to the song, you'll hear that this is a good place where you can put some dynamics in, you can play louder, you can start to sound a little bit angry, you can really put some of yourself into it, and it's really fun to play. So, very simple song, nice one for beginners, and I hope you enjoy it. If you would like to listen to a recording of my playing it, you can click here. I'll put a link in the description as well. But I just recorded it in the same lighting environment with the same tuning and everything, so you'll have exactly the same. You'll have a nice reference track to play along with if you would like to do that. And if you found any value in this, I would love it if you would just consider liking and subscribing to my channel, because it helps me to know what you're finding valuable, and it helps the algorithm as well, helps everybody. So if you would see your way to doing that, that would be fantastic. But that's it from me. If you've enjoyed this, thank you for watching. If you would like to show your appreciation in a more tangible form, you could buy me a coffee. I do love a cup of coffee. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next lesson. Bye for now.